Chapter 4 Modern Canada. Welcome to the Canadian Citizenship Practice Test. The practice test is designed to help familiarize yourself with the actual official Canadian Citizenship Test. You will need to answer 15 out of 20 questions correctly. A mark of 75% is required to pass the practice test. Let's go through the 38 randomly selected practice test questions towards your preparation for the Canadian Citizenship Test. A. Trade and economic growth. Number 1. The Canada and Quebec Pension Plan was introduced in which year? A. 1915, B. 1935, C. 1965, D. 1995. Answer C. 1965. The Canada and Quebec Pension Plan was introduced in the year 1965. Number 2. What began Canada's modern energy industry? A. Discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. B. The end of the Second World War. C. Freedom of Canada. D. United States aid. Answer A. Discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. The discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947 began Canada's modern energy industry. Number 3. In which year was the federal government unemployment insurance introduced in Canada? A. 1940, B. 1960, C. 1980, D. 1990. Answer A. 1940. Unemployment insurance, now called employment insurance, was introduced by the federal government in 1940. Number 4. In which year did Canada achieve the milestone that more than 50% of its people had food, shelter, and clothes? A. 1931, B. 1941, C. 1951, D. 1961. Answer C. 1951. In 1951, for the first time, a majority of Canadians were able to afford adequate food, shelter, and clothing. Number 5. Provincial and territorial governments provide funds for A. Public education, B. Weapons, C. Armed forces, D. Trading. Answer A. Public education. Publicly funded education is provided by the provinces and territories. Number 6. What ensures common elements and a basic standard of health? A. Canada Health Act, B. Constitutional Act 1970, C. Canada Medicine Act, D. Canada Patent Act. Answer A. Canada Health Act. The Canada Health Act ensures common elements and a basic standard of health. B. International engagement. Number 1. How many soldiers died in the Korean War? A. 300, B. 400, C. 500, D. 600. Answer C. 500. 500 soldiers lost their lives in the Korean War. Number 2. During which years did the Canadian troops fight as part of the United Nations forces defending South Korea in the Korean War? A. 1950 to 1953, B. 1940 to 1943, C. 1960 to 1963, D. 1930 to 1933. Answer A. 1950 to 1953. Canada joined international organizations such as the United Nations, UN. It participated in the UN operation defending South Korea in the Korean War, 1950 to 1953. Number 3. In which type of UN missions did Canada take part after World War II? A. Peacekeeping missions, B. Violence missions. C. Trade growing missions. D. Invading missions. Answer A. Peacekeeping missions. Canada has taken part in numerous UN peacekeeping missions in places as varied as Egypt, Cyprus, and Haiti, as well as in other international security operations, such as those in the former Yugoslavia and Afghanistan. Number 4. Canada, along with other democratic countries of the West, joined together to form A. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, B. The North Pacific Treaty Organization, C. The South Atlantic Treaty Organization, D. The South Pacific Treaty Organization. Answer A. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Canada joined with other democratic countries of the West to form the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. C. Canada and Quebec. Number 1. When was the last time that a referendum for Quebec sovereignty was defeated? A. 1980, B. 1985, C. 1990, D. 1995. Answer D. 1995. After much negotiation, in 1982, the Constitution was amended without the agreement of Quebec. Though sovereignty was again defeated in a second referendum in 1995, the autonomy of Quebec within Canada remains a lively topic. Number 2. Quebec experienced an era of rapid change in the 1960s, which is referred to as A. Slow Revolution, B. Quiet Revolution, C. Tremendous Revolution, D. Rapid Revolution. Answer B. Quiet Revolution. Quebec experienced an era of rapid change in the 1960s known as the Quiet Revolution. Number 3. When was La Francophonie founded? A. 1920, B. 1940, C. 1970, D. 1990. Answer C. 1970. In 1970, Canada helped found La Francophonie, an international association of French-speaking countries. Number 4. What was the outcome of the Official Languages Act of 1969? A. Non-official languages like Hindi, Japanese, etc. got their rights. B. Guaranteed French and English services in federal government. C. Total ban on non-official languages. D. Japanese and Hindi were valued the same as French and English. Answer B. Guaranteed French and English services in federal government. The Official Languages Act of 1969 guarantees French and English services in the federal government across Canada. D. A changing society. Number 1. From where did Canada welcome 50,000 refugees in 1975? A. Ethiopia, B. Greenland, C. Africa, D. Vietnam. Answer D. Vietnam. In 1975, many Vietnamese fled, including over 50,000 who sought refuge in Canada. Number 2. Who were the 37,000 people who escaped from Soviet tyranny in 1956 and were welcomed by Canada? A. Hungarians, B. Ukrainians, C. Germans, D. Greenlanders. Answer A. Hungarians. Canada welcomed thousands of refugees from communist oppression, including about 37,000 who escaped Soviet tyranny in Hungary in 1956. Number 3. What were the outcomes of improved educational opportunities? A. Women entered professional workforces. B. Women got the right to vote. C. Women got proper education. D. Women could take part in the armed forces. Answer A. Women entered professional workforces. Many women took advantage of expanding secondary and post-secondary educational opportunities, and a growing number of women entered the professional workforce. Number 4. By the 1960s, how many Canadians had origins that were neither British nor French and took pride in preserving their distinct culture in the Canadian fabric? A. 1/4. B. 1/3. C. 1/2. D. Quarter. Answer B. 1/3. By the 1960s, 1/3 of Canadians had origins that were neither British nor French, and they took pride in preserving their distinct culture in the Canadian fabric. Number 5. In which year did Japanese Canadians get the right to vote? A. 1950. B. 1945. C. 1948. D. 1940. Answer C. 1948. In 1948, the Japanese Canadians gained the right to vote. Number 6. In which year were Aboriginals granted the right to vote? A. 1970. B. 1960. C. 1950. D. 1940. Answer B. 1960. Aboriginal people were granted the vote in 1960. E. Arts and culture in Canada. Number 1. Which of the following countries invented basketball? A. United States. B. Canada. C. Germany. D. Australia. Answer B. Canada. Basketball was invented by Canadian James Naismith in 1891. Number 2. Which of the following is a famous Canadian writer? A. Pauline Johnson. B. Terry Fox. C. Wayne Gretzky. D. None of these. Answer A. Pauline Johnson. Michael Ondaatje and Pauline Johnson are famous Canadian writers. Number 3. Who began the cross-country run The Marathon of Hope to raise money for cancer research? A. Donovan Bailey. B. Terry Fox. C. Wayne Gretzky. D. Chantal Petitclerc. Answer B. Terry Fox. In 1980, Terry Fox, a British Columbian who lost his right leg to cancer at the age of 18, began a cross-country run, the Marathon of Hope, to raise money for cancer research. Number 4. Which of the following are Canadian musicians? A. Sir Ernest Macmillan. B. Healy Willan. C. Both A and B. D. Michael Ondaatje. Answer C. Both A and B. Musicians such as Sir Ernest Macmillan and Healy Willan won renown in Canada and abroad. Number 5. For which team did the great hockey player Wayne Gretzky play between 1979 and 1988? A. Montreal Canadiens. B. Edmonton Oilers. C. Ottawa Senators. D. Toronto Maple Leafs. Answer B. Edmonton Oilers. One of the greatest hockey players of all time, Wayne Gretzky, played for the Edmonton Oilers from 1979 to 1988. Number 6. Who were the pioneers of modern abstract art in the 1950s? A. Les automatistes. B. Les réalistiques. C. Les obstructions. D. Les cubistes. Answer A. Les automatistes. Les automatistes of Quebec were pioneers of modern abstract art in the 1950s. Number 7. In 1996, at the Olympic Summer Games, who became a world record sprinter and double Olympic gold medalist? A. Chantal Petitclerc. B. Donovan Bailey. C. Mark Tewksbury, D. Paul Henderson. Answer B. Donovan Bailey. Donovan Bailey became a world record sprinter and double Olympic gold medalist. Number 8. Which of the following is Canada's best-known contribution to visual arts? A. The Group of 11. B. The Group of 7. C. The Group of 8. D. The Group of 9. Answer B. The Group of 7. In the visual arts, Canada is historically perhaps best known for the Group of 7, founded in 1920, who developed a style of painting to capture rugged wilderness landscapes. Number 9. Who invented basketball? A. James Naismith. B. Mark Tewksbury. C. Paul Henderson. D. Donovan Bailey. Answer A. James Naismith. Basketball was invented by Canadian James Naismith in 1891. Number 10. Canadian football is a popular game that differs in a number of ways from American football. Professional teams in the Canadian Football League, CFL, compete for which championship cup? A. Gray. B. White. C. Black. D. Red. Answer A. Gray. Canadian football is a popular game that differs in a number of ways from American football. Professional teams in the Canadian Football League, CFL, compete for the championship Grey Cup, donated by Lord Grey. Number 11. Who was a world champion wheelchair racer and Paralympic gold medalist? A. Donovan Bailey. B. Terry Fox. C. Wayne Gretzky. D. Chantal Petitclerc. Answer D. Chantal Petitclerc. Chantal Petitclerc became a world champion wheelchair racer and Paralympic gold medalist. Number 12. Gerhard Herzberg, a refugee from Nazi Germany, John Polanyi, Sidney Altman, Richard E. Taylor, Michael Smith, and Bertram Brockhaus were A. Musicians. B. Writers. C. Scientists. D. Politicians. Answer C. Scientists. Gerhard Herzberg, a refugee from Nazi Germany, John Polanyi, Sidney Altman, Richard E. Taylor, Michael Smith, and Bertram Brockhaus were Nobel Prize-winning scientists. F. Great Canadian discoveries and inventions. Number 1. Who invented the first cardiac pacemaker? A. Dr. Wilfred Penfield. B. Dr. John A. Hobbs. C. Alexander Graham Bell. D. Sir Sandford Fleming. Answer B. Dr. John A. Hobbs. Dr. John A. Hobbs invented the first cardiac pacemaker, used today to save the lives of people with heart disorders. Number 2. Which wireless communication company in Canada is named after its most famous invention? A. Smartphone. B. Huawei phone. C. iPhone. D. BlackBerry. Answer D. BlackBerry. Mike Lazaridis and Jim Balsillie of Research in Motion, RIM, a wireless communication company known for its most famous invention, the BlackBerry. Number 3. Who is famous for inventing the worldwide system of standard time zones? A. Alexander Graham Bell. B. Matthew Evans. C. Mike D. Sir Sandford Fleming. Sir Sandford Fleming invented the worldwide system of standardized time zones. Number 4. Who invented the Canadarm, a robotic arm used in outer space? A. Alexander Graham Bell. B. Matthew Evans. C. Mike Lazaridis. D. Spar Aerospace. Answer D. Spar Aerospace. Spar Aerospace and the National Research Council invented the Canadarm, a robotic arm used in outer space. Number 5. Who discovered the insulin hormone to treat diabetes that has saved 16 million lives worldwide? A. Sir Frederick Banting. B. Dr. John A. Hobbs. C. Alexander Graham Bell. D. Sir Sandford Fleming. Answer A. Sir Frederick Banting. Sir Frederick Banting of Toronto and Charles Best discovered insulin, a hormone to treat diabetes that has saved 16 million lives worldwide. Number 6. Which of the following is not a Canadian invention? A. Insulin. B. The Canadarm. C. The electric light bulb. D. BlackBerry. Answer C. The electric light bulb. Insulin, the Canadarm, the pacemaker, the television, and BlackBerry are part of Canadian inventions. Thank you for watching. You have now finished Practice Test 4. Congratulations if you got all answers correct. If you got some wrong, please do not be discouraged. It's an opportunity for you to practice again, and you have the potential to pass. By taking all our practice tests using our video series, you will be better prepared for the final test. Take our other practice tests and you will be on your path to pass. Good luck, and we look forward to hearing and reading about your success.